Hello and welcome. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga, and today I'm going to lead you through a fairly quick full body stretch. I like to do this first thing in the morning just to get the day started off right and to get your body moving, get the blood flowing, and get your head in a good space. That's always kind of our goal, right? To live our best, to be our best, and just to create the very best version of ourselves. So we're going to start today in child's pose. Giving yourself plenty of room towards the top of the mat, sitting back towards those heels, and walk your hands forward. Now you can have those knees together or apart, extending those arms out nice and long. Just allow yourself a moment or two to surrender down into child's pose. And if you need to adjust anything, adjust. If you need to get the wiggles out, get the wiggles out. Extending those fingertips towards the top of the mat, reaching your sit bones towards the back of the mat. And just breathe. If you find you're having a hard time getting those big, full, deep breaths, put a little space between the legs. Allow it a little more room for your tummy and your chest. It's all about listening to your body and finding those big, full, deep breaths. On our next inhale, we're going to inhale it up to a modified high plank. Shoulders right over those fingertips. Exhale and press it back to child's pose. We're going to glue our hands to the mat, trying our best not to move those hands. Inhaling it back up to that modified plank. Maybe you're in a diagonal line. Maybe those hips are a little higher. Either way is fine. And exhale it back to child's pose. Inhaling it up to that modified plank. And exhale it back to child's pose. Our next time we're going to come up to that modified plank, coming into cobra pose. As you exhale, gently drift those hips down towards the ground as you pull those shoulders back, lifting your gaze up, stretching through the front of the body. Inhale it back to that modified plank, and exhale, press it back to child's pose. One more time, inhaling it up to that modified plank. Exhale, let those hips dip down towards the ground. Lift your gaze. And pull those shoulders back. Inhale it back to that neutral spine. And exhale, sit it back to child's pose. We hold our child's pose. Inhale, lifting just slightly, walking your hands out to the right, reaching through your left fingertips and press your hips to the left. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Just breathe in. If you find yourself holding your breath, back off a little bit. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk it back through center. If you feel you need to hold a little bit longer, please do. Shift your hands to the left, reach through those right fingertips, press your hips to the right, and stretching through that right side of the body, through the ribs, through the shoulder, down into that outer hip. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through center, fingertips reaching out. Inhale it up to our modified high plank. We're going to shift our weight to that left knee and pull that right foot up and out towards the outside of that right hand. Leaning in with those hips, stretching through the inner thigh, the groin, keeping that core strong, lifting out of the shoulders. We shift our weight to our left hand, right arm reaches high, reaching up just as high as you can. And we're going to circle that right arm around behind the back, forearm along the small of the back, and just a deeper rotation, lifting out of that left shoulder. Just looking back or side, whichever is better for your neck. Circle that right arm back up and over, and release the hand to the inside of your foot. Lift the hips, pull that right foot back, and then the left foot comes in. Slight angle, toes are slightly turned open, and we let those hips be heavy. Breathe. If it takes a couple tries to get that foot up towards your hand, that is absolutely fine. Just take it up as far as it'll go. Shift your weight to your right hand, left arm reaching up, high as you can reach. Lift out of that right shoulder up through the tips of the fingers, and then we're going to circle that left arm around behind. Forearm along the small of the back, and just circle the back of the body as far as you're able. Gaze is either straight ahead out over that left knee, or we look back. Again, making sure we're not sinking into that right shoulder. Lift out of it. And breathe. We circle that left arm back up and over. Big circle all the way around. And release your hand down. Tuck the back toes and draw that right foot in across from the left. Shift your hands forward just slightly. We come into our frog pose. Knees are bent. They can be bent a little bit less. They can be bent a little bit deeper. We're just in frog. Breathe. We shift our left hand to the inside of that left foot. We reach that right arm high, opening the tummy and chest. Strengthen the legs, strengthen the core. Rotation through that torso. Gently release that right hand to the inside of your right foot. Left arm extends high. Reach it up, just as high as your body will allow. And then gently release that left hand down to the inside of the left foot and extend those legs. Bringing the hands to the elbows, hold on. Let your upper body be heavy, just that beautiful stretch down the backs of the legs, and gently sway side to side. Coming back to center, relax your arms, and ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. Arms are heavy, head's heavy, stacking each and every vertebra all the way up with a big shoulder roll at the top, and those shoulders slide down and away. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll those shoulders back and extend those arms. Take a big breath in and exhale, arch it back. Take your gaze up. Reach your knuckles down. Open up that heart. Breathe. Inhaling it up nice and tall. As you exhale, lift those arms just as high as you can lift them without popping open that rib cage. Strengthening through the front of the shoulders, keeping that core nice and strong. You might feel those glutes engaged. Slowly bring your hands back down. Heel toe your feet in to hip width apart. Release your hands, roll those shoulders up and back, and let your shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms to the sky, and as you exhale, lean to the right. Press through that left palm, turn your gaze up along the inside of that left arm. Inhale it back up nice and tall, and exhale, lean to the left, pressing through that right palm. Long stretch to that right side. Inhale it up nice and tall. Bring your hands behind your head. Fingers remain interlaced. And as you exhale, let your head be heavy against those hands. And just lean that head back. Breathe. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And as you exhale, draw your chin towards your chest. Close the elbows around the ears. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Open those elbows wide. As you exhale, lean to the left as far as you can lean, and lift that right elbow just a little bit higher. Inhale it back to center, and exhale, lean to the right. A little lift to that left elbow, just a little bit higher. Just another wonderful variation of that lateral flexion. Inhale it back to center. As you exhale, core strong, hinge it forward. You can have those knees slightly bent or keep those legs long. Just make sure you're not hyperextending those legs. Hinging forward to 90 degrees or less, and then gently rise. Good mornings. Inhale, slowly lower, pulling those elbows back, keeping that upper back active. Strong through the core, firing up those hamstrings and those glutes as we rise. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, hinge it forward. And inhale, rise. Extend those arms. And exhale, swan dive down to forward fold. Let the upper body be heavy. Again, soft bend in the knees. Give yourself a little shake. Let go of any tension. Give your head a little shake, and then let it be heavy. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Take a giant step back with your left foot, hands on either side of that right foot into our runner's lunge. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift your hips. Shift your weight to your back foot. Front toes lift, square your pelvis. Draw your nose towards your knee. Inhale back to that runner's lunge. And exhale, straighten that front leg, back heel down, square the pelvis, nose towards your knee. Inhale back to that runner's lunge. Place that back knee to the mat. Shift your left foot in just slightly. We lift the hands to the top of that right thigh and lean in. Inhale, back it off. And exhale, lean in. Inhale, back it off. And exhale, lean in. Turn your torso to the left. Bring your hands behind your head, just gently touching the fingertips to the back of the head. We lean that right elbow down towards the right knee, and we rise. Tummy, chest, and pelvis open to the side. We lean in, and we rise. This time, as you lean in, release that right elbow, extend that left arm, and lengthen. You are welcome to place that right hand to the outside of your foot, or keep that forearm or elbow to the knee. Lengthen and reach, and inhale, rise. Arms open out to a T. We windmill those hands down on either side of your foot. Straighten that back leg. Tuck your toes. Lift that back knee. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog. Lifting those sit bones high. Head heavy. Just feeling that nice stretch down the backs of the legs. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. As you exhale, open those arms to a nice wide V as you gaze to the sky. Let those shoulder blades slide towards one another. Inhale, reach it high. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey. Exhale down in a giant step back with that right foot. Our runner's lunge, pressing through that back heel. Checking in. How's it feel? Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift your hips, straighten that front leg, square the pelvis, back heel down, nose towards your knee. Inhale back to that runner's lunge. Again, exhale, lift, straighten that front leg, back heel down, square the pelvis, nose towards your knee. Inhale back to that runner's lunge. Back knee comes to the mat. Shift that right foot in just slightly. We lift the chest. Hands rest on your thighs. Lean in. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Lean back just a bit. And then exhale, lean in. Nice deep stretch. Inhale, back it off. And exhale, lean in. We turn, bringing the hands to the back of the head. Tummy, chest, and pelvis open to the side. We gently release the left elbow down, and we rise. Again, lean in, elbow towards the knee, and we rise. This time, elbow to the knee, or behind the foot, and extend that right arm out. Lengthen and reach. Feel that beautiful stretch all the way down that right side. Gaze is wherever it needs to be for your neck to be happy. Breathe. And inhale, we rise. Arms open out to a T. And we windmill those hands down on either side of the foot, straightening that right leg. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Left leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. And let's alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Find your breath. As you exhale, let both heels sink. We inhale it to high plank. Releasing the knees to the mat. Untuck your toes. Walk your hands towards the top of the mat. And as you exhale, press the chest towards the mat. Armpits towards the mat. Chin towards the mat. Sit bones. Reaching towards the ceiling. Puppy pose. Breathe. As you exhale, walk those fingertips back. Let your sit bones come back towards the heels to child's pose. We bring the forearms to the mat, bring the palms to touch, bend the elbows and bring the heels of the hands to the back of the head. Again, if you need a little more space between those legs, create it. Focusing on the breath. Extending those arms. Slowly walking your hands up, coming over onto a hip. Sweep your feet around, slide on down towards the top of the mat. Extend your legs out long, flex your feet, reach it high, and exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Tummy down, chest down, hands, and then relax the weight of your head. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Release your hands down by your sides. Let's turn, coming to a seated position. Easy pose. Resting the hands comfortably wherever you wish. Close your eyes. Breathe. If you feel comfortable doing so, pulling the hands to heart center. Find a place where your mind can be quiet. Our breath slow and still. In your mind or out loud, saying after me, I am calm. I am ready for an amazing day. I feel strong and healthy. My mind is clear. I embrace the day. Gently lift your face. Bring the base of the thumbs to the center of the forehead and gently press the thumbs to the center of the forehead. Activating our intuition. Listening to our gut. Remaining present in each and every moment of the day. I honor you. I celebrate you. I cherish you. Until the next time, my friends, light, love, and namaste. Have an amazing rest of your day.